Hello friend, this is Ryan Hicks of TaughtToProfit.com. Today I want to talk to you about observing abundance all around you. Today I was driving down the road and I looked and saw a tree, and it was a peach tree, and it had so many peaches on it, hundreds and hundreds of peaches. The branches were way down and some of them were touching the ground. They were so bending so much under the weight of all these peaches. And there were peaches all over the ground. And the people whose peach tree this was were sitting on the porch ignoring this huge abundance right before them. And so often in life, that is what people do. They get themselves in these ruts. They tell themselves and label themselves a certain thing that they can never get out of. For example, I was talking to a lady today, and her constant refrain was, well, I'm on a limited budget. I'm on a fixed income. That was her mindset, that there was no other income, no other options outside of this fixed income she was getting. And this happens to a lot of people. They just get tunnel vision and they can only see the limitation. Meanwhile, they could be essentially like those people sitting on the porch and there's a huge abundance right before them and they don't even see it, or they don't take advantage of it. Maybe they see it, they think it's going to be too much work. Or, I don't know, those peaches aren't for me, those are for someone else. Or, well, you know, I don't really like peaches. And all these things that people do and the excuses they make to justify being restricted and being limited. But the truth of the matter is, the only one you're really limiting is God. No one's saying you're unlimited. But when you go before holy God and seek and petition Him, but you don't believe that He's going to do it, you don't believe that there's a way, you don't believe there's an abundance, you believe there's limitation and God put you here to suffer lack and want, you've already lost. Because according to your faith be it unto you, you're going to have what you believed. And if you don't like what you have, then you need to change what you believe. So my friend, I want to encourage you today to look for opportunities. Don't be like people who have opportunity right before them. And this is what most people do. But like that peach tree, the opportunities are falling to the ground, rotting away in the ground. There's still some available, but they're not taking advantage of them. And eventually those will fall as well and rot and disappear. This is what happens with so many people's opportunities. But you can have the mind of Christ. You do have the mind of Christ if you're in Christ. And you can think these abundant, infinite, overflowing rivers of wealth and love and peace and prosperity and generosity and kindness and mercy. Infinite abundance is available to you if you open your eyes and see it. If you have ears to hear what I'm saying to you today. The world will talk you into seeing lack. If you're watching the news, if you're watching major movies, if you're watching most video games and playing them, if you're listening to most music, you are getting your mind inundated with lack, limitation, failure, misery. Well, you know, you just got to expect suffering. You got to expect to get sick when you get old. You got to expect to lose your hearing. You expect to lose your sight. You expect all these things teaching you to be limited, teaching you to doubt God, teaching you not to believe in His abundance, teaching you not to even expect for it at all. But that's not the mind of Christ. The mind of Christ is that you have an abundance because you know He who created it all. And there's no limitation to Him. So why would you have any limitation when you can but simply ask and receive? My friend, I pray this is a blessing for you. May God bless you richly.